Bridgerton 3, The Love Between Penelope and Colin, all the previews. Shonda Rhimes herself from London promises that the third season of Bridgerton, the one dedicated to Colin and Penelope, Luke Newton and Nicola Coughlan, will surprisingly be the most emotional. Unlike the previous two, this time the public already knows the two protagonists. The first, in fact, revolved around the debut in society of Daphne, Phoebe Dynevor, who then married the Duke of Hastings, Regé Page. In the second, however, the Viscount, eldest son and heir of the Anthony house, Jonathan Bailey, pronounced the fateful yes to Kate Sharma, Simone Ashley, while he was convinced that he wanted a loveless union. A wedding in sight. The most tempting and surprising news comes from the cast of the series, who announces a big gift from Netflix. We don't know the details yet, but the series will make the dream of some lucky fans come true by creating a real Bridgerton-style wedding. The event is top secret, but it cannot be ruled out that some actors or actresses from the cast will also participate. Certainly, however, the characters in the series will give lots of advice on how to organize a Regency-style wedding. The writer. During the event dedicated to fans, the first minutes of the new season were revealed. They even thrilled Julia Quinn, the writer, who was present at the event, and thrilled at the idea of seeing the evolution of a new love on the streaming platform. The saga, which includes prequels, sequels, and books in parallel with the main Bridgerton universe, is published in Italy by Mondadori. But the writer confesses that sometimes when looking at a scene, she doesn't remember whether she wrote the dialogue or not. I have published the volumes for so long that I am surprised by a certain moment, so I immediately run to check if they are my words, and when it is so, I go back to watching the episode completely happy. The first minutes. The public, in London, and in connection with the fan event, enjoyed a preview of the opening moments of Season 3. I'm heart-pounding and heartbreaking at the same time because we see Colin affectionately scolding Penelope for two reasons. The first is because they are alone, and the second because she hasn't written to him much. She gets straight to the point, replying that by the time you're over 30, you've long been considered a spinster, per Regency social norms. And she concludes by walking away from her after confessing to him that she heard, during her mother's dance, that he told her friends that he would never, ever court her. A word from the cast. When those present asked for a word to describe the new episodes, the guests responded in varied ways. Intimate, Shonda Rhimes. Anticipated, Julia Quinn. Unpredictable, Luke Newton / Colin. Romantic, Nicola Coughlan / Penelope. Revealing, Adjoa Ando / Lady Danbury. Mischievous, Golda Rochefuel / Regina Charlotte. Some previews. Without letting any specific details slip, the actors said they had a lot of fun on set, especially with Jonathan Bailey, who according to his colleagues was the one who collected the most bloopers during the scenes. One of the 8 episodes is called TikTok, not to be confused with the social network, in which the cast engages between takes. A video on TikTok has even gone viral. And while fans are counting the days until this third season arrives on Netflix, Shonda Rhimes anticipates that work on the fourth is already underway. One only wonders if it is dedicated to Benedict, Luke Thompson, who gave way to his younger brother in this chapter, or will it be dedicated to one of the other Bridgerton girls, perhaps Eloise? The novel was anticipated by Shonda Rhimes, and thus becomes the third season of Netflix's period series, Bridgerton. After the prequel interlude dedicated to Queen Charlotte, the first 4 episodes of the third season of Bridgerton arrive on May 16th, which will conclude with the next 4 on June 13th. Those who have read the books know the story well, but those who have seen the previous installments know that Shondaland has mixed the cards on the table. First of all, he revealed the true identity of the gossip writer in the last episode of the first season. Then she made sure that the secret was discovered by Eloise by chance at the end of the second, to ensure that the third happened much earlier than in the novels. In the pages, in fact, over 10 years pass since Colin, Luke Newton, left for the world, and Penelope has officially become a spinster, dedicated to her writings, and now with a heart at peace. She will never marry the man of her dreams. Julia Quinn, however, ensures that upon her return, Colin does not recognize her at all, as the young woman, now blossoming, has become slimmer, more sophisticated and elusive. The actress who plays her, Nicola Coughlan, refused to follow any diet to adapt to the character. She is certainly not the first. Jennifer Lawrence has not lost a pound despite having to play a gaunt girl, wasted away in the Hunger Games. Here she is then in the first photos, with a wig and different makeup, but with the same physicality that the public loves in this delightful interpreter. According to the serial adaptation, which differs quite a bit from the books, Penelope in this new adventure intends to get married, and Colin wants to help her, to regain the friendship that existed between them. In fact, he is unaware that the girl heard him make fun of her in front of her friends, telling them that she would be the last young woman in the world that she would consider as her bride. That male bravado costs him dearly, but his kindness leads him to recover lost ground. The third season of Bridgerton is finally arriving, and introduces a friendship that will surely be on everyone's lips. Best friends Penelope Featherington, Nicola Coughlan, and Eloise Bridgerton, Claudia Jessie, are still on bad terms. But from the ashes of their friendship, arises a new alliance between Eloise and none other than Cressida Cooper, Jessica Madsen, once a common enemy of her former friends. The showrunner of the new series, Jess Brownell, admits that Eloise and Cressida are strange allies, at least at first glance. Last season, Eloise had a somewhat stormy ending, she tells Vanity Fair. She got into some politics with printer Theo, played by Colin Lynch, and she almost got herself and her family in big trouble. Then, to make matters worse, she realized that her best friend had been lying to her about Whistledown all along. So Eloise begins this season having lost some of her battle, at least temporarily. The feeling is a bit like, if you can't beat them, join them. When we were wondering who it would be interesting to pair with Eloise, to underline how different she feels this year without Penelope by her side, Cressida seemed like a very appropriate choice. It's a friendship that wasn't present in Julia Quinn's novels, which means few would have expected it. But that union is an excellent opportunity to get to know Cressida a little more, says Brownell. I like bad girl characters, but I like understanding why a bad girl is a bad girl even more. Because bad girls aren't born, they become. Take Cressida, who has always been a queen bee. But after 3 years without a husband, I think there is room for reflection on her. This year you will see some new sides of her, and understand why she is the way she is. The new season will offer a look at Cressida's domestic life, which largely revolves around her success on the marriage market, where she competes with her friend Penelope, also unmarried, for the amorous attentions of a new character, Lord Deebling, played by Sam Phillips. In the last 2 seasons there has been this rivalry between Penelope and Cressida. Somehow we wanted him to cross the line this season, Brownell says. So even though Cressida is trying her best to be less mean this year, she can't help but subconsciously chase the same guy who's chasing Penelope. This puts the two on a collision course, which was really fun to play out. Here we are. Of course we saw a short preview. You can see them whole in the YouTube channel of the voice actress and creator Giulia Segreti. She is a voice actress and actress. With her voice it brings strong emotions. She is Italian. In her videos you can also activate all the subtitles. Just go to the YouTube video options and then choose the language. We talked to Giulia. She uses her own voice in an innovative and particular way.
È vero, non hai avuto un buon esempio, ma hai imparato a mia spese che dagli errori si impara e si diventa persone migliori.
And she is popular on the web. She opens her self-titled YouTube channel and starts uploading audio readings of modern books in collaboration with male voice baron Mark Keel. She also does commissioned audio readings from many female writers. Giulia and Barona are also a couple in real life. They met on the web.
Senza di lui la maggior parte del lavoro non era possibile. Beh, ci siamo conosciuti attraverso la grande passione per il doppiaggio e per le letture.
Julia was looking for a male voice for her projects, and then she learned that she was a neighbor. You have dubbed some important films and participated in various famous Italian TV programs. Julia is also a Spotify artist. She realizes with her voice covers of her recited. She's a writer. She has acted in the theater in various shows and fairs. For some years she was also the speaker on the radio, and currently she is the voice of important radio commercials. Her voice is also on Audible. In fact, she also makes audiobooks. In short, she does many things in one day. She likes to tease with her voice and has managed to work with her voice. She loves animals, she loves being with her boyfriend. It's hard to sum up her life. I suggest you visit her YouTube channel. There you can hear and see her work, while her private life and her other passions can be seen on Instagram.
Io, insieme a voi, ho una lunga strada da percorrere. E mentre percorriamo insieme questa strada, altre persone si uniranno.